Third round here at the Alexandra Palace with a comfortable 3-0 win over Rhys Griffin, who just missed far too many doubles here. 3-0 in sets for Josh Rock. He is through. Also through to the third round post-Christmas is Andrew Gilding, who beat Martin Lukeman by 3 sets to 1 early, and we caught up with Gilding to get his reaction to the win.
Yeah, absolutely. After that second set, it was awful. It hit me first 180, and I think I got a bit excited, and then it all went to pot, and then just got my game face on, and really not been done.
It was a streaky game, was it? You raced away with the opening set, then Martin hit you back with 5. You were 2-0 down in that third set and produced 3 really good legs of darts.
I didn't even realise I was so focused on the game. I was just concentrating.
Well, you played well those 3 finishes. You got you back 2-1, and then you're scoring in the final set. I think you averaged over 104, and you missed quite a few doubles as well in that leg.
Yeah, the doubles weren't great, were they? But like I say, I just had it totally in the zone for that last bit.
You must be pleased with that. I mean, we all know the levels you can produce, but that last leg was pretty decent.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, in the past I might have folded, but this time I sort of found something, and that's probably the difference.
One thing we said in commentary, you always seem to play your game. You never seem to get flustered. You certainly don't look to get flustered.
No, I think it's just the alley pally. I got a bit excited to begin with. I mean, the first set was all right, but then I just didn't really concentrate as much as I should have.
There was the victor earlier on, Andrew Gilding, who picked up a much-needed win. I don't think he was very happy with his performance, Gilding. I thought there was a lot to like about it, and he is through. He'll take on Nathan Aspinall in round 3 at the PDC World Darts Championship. Final game about to get underway here at the Alexandra Palace, and for me, one of the favourites now for the tournament, Jonny Clayton takes on Mickey Mansell. It's Wales against Northern Ireland. Mark Wilson and Paul Nicholson with you here live at the Alexandra Palace, and the 4 games to come tonight as we conclude round 2 here at the Alexandra Palace, and we will have our final 32 players by the end of tonight's session. Jan van Veen, Ricardo Pietreczko, Daryl Gurney against Florian Hempel, Dave Chisnell, Ricky Evans, and Rob Cross takes on Scott Williams. All that to come this evening. But next up, it is the Ferret, and Paul Nicholson, given the demise of some of the players around him, he'll be fancying his chances.
Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, when you come into the tournament quite late like this on December 23rd, and you see other people fall, and you're one of the highest seeds, I suppose that does come with its renewed pressures. But even before this tournament, I was chatting with some of my friends and colleagues in this industry and in this sport, and they all said, do you know what, there's a lot of talk about other people in this section and not Jonny Clayton, and we all think that the way that Jonny's played this year, it's been a really nice steady season. Getting back to where he wants to be is not something he was going to do overnight, but he's definitely got closer. Clayton is fancied for the right reasons.
We are coming to you live on Sky Sports from the Alexandra Palace, London! And this is the Paddy Power World Darts Championship, brought to you by the Professional Darts Corporation. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the thousands joining us live and the millions joining us around the world, it's time to meet the players. A winner of a Players' Championship in his 9th World Championship, a 2-time televised semi-finalist. Ladies and gentlemen, the Cornwall Select Club, Mickey Mansell!
Mickey Mansell, semi-finalist in the Grand Slam of Darts, beat Tomoyo Goto 3 sets to 1 in his opening round match, averaging 81.34. He might need a little bit more than that to beat the Ferret here this afternoon. The Ferret won a Players' Championship in July. 6 TV titles for him. Will he add to those here at the Alexandra Palace?
There wouldn't be many more popular wins than Jonny Clayton lifting the Sid Riddell Trophy on January 3rd. I assure you of that. But Mansell, yes, is going to need more in the average department, in the scoring departments, of which there are a few. But if his doubles are the same, he could cause problems for the Ferret. 11 from 21 in his first game. That was good. Everything else, well, it was grinding it out, wasn't it?
From Wales, the winner of the Masters, the winner of the Premier League and the World Grand Prix, a two-time World Cup champion. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Jonny Clayton!
Team Clayton in the house this afternoon. Wife and children, they'll be hoping to have a better outing as a team than the Anderson clan did here last night. Gary Anderson, one of the big names to fall by the wayside in the opening exchanges here at the Palace. Jonny Clayton takes a little sip of his water as he makes his way up in his red and black dart shirt. It's the white and black of Mickey Mansell, who did make the Grand Slam of Darts semi-final. Huge tournament for Mickey Mansell.
Yeah, but I don't think he wants that semi-final run to define him. I think he wants something bigger than winning a Players' Championship back in 2018. It's been a long time since that. That day he was the best player, but that was almost 7 years ago. Jonny is definitely trending in the right direction. Mansell is trying to put right some wrongs here at the Palace. If I may be honest about his performance levels here at the Palace, it's been flitting at best. So in order to beat the Ferret, to make post-Christmas darts for the first time, he's going to have to find his best ever game under this roof, because Jonny, over the last 3 years, is starting to figure out how to play here.
You are listening to coverage of the PDC World Darts Championship on talkSPORT 2 Village Hotel at the Bullseye this Boxing Day at the best place to watch live sport. Best place to listen to it's on the talkSPORT network. 10 live games, all part of our festive 50 on Boxing Day alone. If you're travelling home for Christmas, wherever you are, hope you're having a good, safe journey. And have a good Christmas break as well. We'll get a few days off here. It is only a few as well. Back on the 27th for more live darting action. But who will be coming with us? Will it be Mickey Mansell or will it be Jonny Clayton? Playing with the first throw in the opening leg of the match. Race to 3 sets for a place in the next round against either Daryl Gurney or Florian Hempel.
Now, echo your sentiments, Mark, because I've had a few messages, as have the team, asking whether Darts on the Radio is covering the darts today. Of course we are. We're doing all of the darts today. And is it a coincidence that Ricky Evans is on in the final session before Christmas? No, that's not a coincidence, because he will walk out to a Christmas song a little bit later. And it almost seems like Jonny Clayton's on in the last couple of days as well, because everybody gets a bit cheerier when Jonny's around.
Well, he's a nice fella. What you see is what you get, and you can give him no better compliment than that, and he's a heck of a darts player to boot as well.
Yeah, you're not wrong. One of the best that Wales has ever produced, and he is the Welsh #1 at the minute, which is a very prestigious honour. Jonny is, however, defending 50,000 ranking points in this tournament, but he's still projected to be higher than Gezi Price if he does the same as Gezi in this tournament.
Clayton down to 241. Mansell down to 180, not yet on a finish. Once again, some cracking fancy dress outfits on display here. Pretty old school, the two fellas on the stage now with their dart shirts, the red and black and the black and white.
Yeah, Mansell's been seen in red and black quite a lot in his career, hence the red and black watch that he wears on his left wrist.
Do you not think they should have on a home and away shirt so we don't get a clash on the stage? I do.
Oh, it used to be the case.
Well, seriously, I'm not joking. I think they should wear the same colours. I know they're not doing now, but it has been known. 141 for Clayton. 97 scored, down to 44.
120 for Mansell. One of his favourite numbers because he's going to try and leave tops a lot in this game. 60 is found. Middle left. Has he found the single? He hasn't. That's a careless start from Mansell. Should have been having a shot at tops and didn't. Leaving Clayton on 44. And you can't do that against JC. You simply can't, because he's one of the best finishers in world darts from the last decade. I remember when he played against James Wade at the Masters in 2021, the tournament that really started his surge. He was 10 from 11 in that quarter-final. It is highly regarded as the best finishing performance in PDC history. I will have that argument with anyone because it really was. It was astonishing. And that game went 19 legs, 10-9 to Clayton. You can't leave him on doubles when he's playing well, and he's playing well.
That is the case, and if he gets on a roll here, he'll be making quick progress through to round 3.
Just on your home and away shirt debate, the late great Tommy Cox, who was the tournament director of the PDC for many years, he employed a rule that the higher ranked player gets the choice of colour, so they would wear their home shirt. If yours clashed with theirs, you would have to have an alternative. And there were the days where you'd see Gary Anderson in a sky blue shirt, or maybe Dave Chisnell would on occasion have to wear black. Imagine if Van Gerwen wasn't allowed to wear green. Well, do you know what? I'm with you, because when I have my dart shirts made, I get 2 colours made.
Fair enough. Clayton on 344, less 58, 286. Mansell on throw here, 206.
We'll watch out for the counting of Clayton in this first set and progressing through the game, but he has evolved as a better dart counter over the last 2 or 3 seasons. He's on 286. Mansell's just brought his score down to 71 in this second leg of the contest on talkSPORT 2. Clayton finds only 83. Last start in the treble 1 leaves him languished on 2 or 3.
71 then to level up the opening set. Ooh, now that is not a good dart. Single 2. He was aiming at treble 17, so it's only, well, he didn't have to go the bull route because Clayton's on 203. But why go for 19s if you weren't going to go for the bull? But anyway, there you are.
Never second guess Mickey Mansell. He is a very focused individual. He does things at his own pace. He's very deliberate. He's one of the best players that Northern Ireland has produced, and he's been around a long time. Just like Clayton, he's had very, very good World Championships for him, but he wants a better one, and this is a decent start. He's hit tops to win that second leg. It's 1-1.
Yeah, that was nicely in the middle. He might have missed about getting there, but when he got there, he wasn't hanging around. And Clayton, with a trademark finger point down the lens of the camera, he opens up leg 3. Are we going to get a 9 today? We had Josh Rock 6 darts in.
We had Mansell with 4 perfect darts. Still a good backup. Oh, there are the boos for Clayton. But he backs up the maximum with a 140. They're both playing their 9th World Championship, believe it or not, but Mickey's actually been around longer than Clayton in PDC darts. He started his PDC career around 2008, 2009, whereas Clayton was a little bit further on than that. He was playing for his country in the WTF and playing locally in Pembrokeshire in Wales, and it took him a little bit longer to progress to the PDC system, but when he got here, he's been here ever since.
Yeah, and he's been good ever since. 81 left after 9. Mansell on 320. I've worked it out, by the way. The cameraman constantly zooming around, looking to get people on the big screens here. The second you acknowledge you're on the big screen, they take you off it. We've just then had a couple as 19. Treble 19 was the target for double 12. He just sets things up. A couple on there just didn't acknowledge the camera, and they were on for ages, weren't they? Do you not think? It's because they think once you know you're on, you might do something silly.
That's true. Never thought about it like that.
Whereas they've put us on camera on the Darts YouTube, so we don't do anything silly.
I hope we don't. Well, Clayton's on 32, which is usually a gimme for him. Case in point, first start in, and 2 out of 2 on the doubles. Everybody in the tournament, if they're seeing Jonny Clayton finish like this, should pay attention, because he is one of the most lethal finishers we've ever seen. And he likes set play as well, because he hasn't won the World Championship yet, but he's won the World Grand Prix, which is double start set play. And you do see a fair few people winning the World Grand Prix and the Worlds in their career, because set play is a different discipline. Van Gerwen, Taylor, Humphries, need I go on?
Great crowd in here, as ever. Not a ticket to be had. You're in the best place, listening and watching along on talkSPORT 2 and the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel. We thank everyone that's liked and subscribed. We'll have the video up of the winner of this one shortly after play as well, so you can get all the reaction from every game here live at the Alexandra Palace.
I'll tell you what, folks, if you've got plans for tonight, make sure you've got the app downloaded and you listen to Darts on the radio, because there's one game in particular you don't want to miss, and that's Gurney and Hempel. That's going to be chaos.
Well, the winner of that one plays the winner of this one. Darryl Gurney having a bit of a revival. Florian Hempel was decent the other night.
That's going to be testosterone fueled, and that's why I'm looking forward to it so much. It's going to be fun, and there aren't many Germans left in the draw, just Pietreczko and Hempel. And the Germans backstage from the TV network, they're thinking that this is not going to be their year.
Well, they're hoping at least one of them gets through. 2-1 Mansell looking to level up the opening set. It's deafening in here now.
Last couple of days, the decibels have gone up.
90 scored Mansell, down to 1-1-1. Jonny Clayton in the red bit on 2-4-6. Can't follow it in. Only a ton, feels a bit light after that first start.
Haven't had a dart missed at a double from both players so far. Mansell is 1 from 1, and he's on 1-1-1 right now. Small 20. And for the second time in this first set, he's gone for treble 17 and hit a small 2. 19 with the last one, and this is a chance for Clayton to win the set 3-1 with 1-4-6.
Yeah, 1-4-6, 19, hits the treble. What's another one of those? And he's in. He needs double 16. Well, that's the first start that's been missed at a double in this match, and Mansell will be hoping he can step in and take out the 70.
That's a warning for Mickey. I wonder if he heeds it. 70 left, and he's got a treble 10, so tops for the left-hander. And he is 2 from 2 now. We're going the distance in set 1 on talkSPORT 2. 93 average for Clayton, 89 for Mansell. He's clinging on, but he's going to have to break in the last leg.
99.
There he is. Well done, Mickey Mansell. 2-2 in the opening set of the match. Jonny Clayton, the number 7 seed.
Yeah, Mansell has never been seeded at the World Darts Championship. And you think about Mickey's career, he's been around a long time. He's actually been off the tour, then straight back on it through Q School. So his career has been continuous for the last 15, 16 years. But he's never been seeded at this event, meaning he's never made the top 32 in the world. After the Grand Slam semi-final, which has given him a little bit of a rankings buffer, surely that is the platform he needs to make some sort of assault on the top 32 in the next year.
Yeah, it should give him great confidence, and we get confidence by the fact that Clayton doesn't come up with a treble there. He's down to 283, and Mansell only 33 behind, and he's at the board now. Can he come up with a 2 treble visit?
Nicknamed the Clon or Cyclone. He's not really a cyclone, is he? He's more of a gentle breeze kind of guy.
He's quite sedate, isn't he? Mickey, I can imagine when needed he can turn up the heat.
Yeah, he's pretty good on a bike. He's very fit, is Mickey. Has been his entire life. Seen some of the bike rides he's done, and he's like Mark Cavendish sometimes. 80 with the first two for Mansell here, and that 140 is greeted with a smile. 91 left to break in leg 5 of set 1 to lead at the first break, and Clayton he's far back on 224, and only 45 means that 2 visits will give Mansell the set.
Jonny Clayton missed double 8 on the 136. That was for the set. He's nowhere near it in this leg. Mansell single 19. Went for treble 18, only the single. 51. So he'll be back for tops. He's hit it twice in 2 attempts in this opening set. Clayton on 179 is hitting and hoping now.
First start goes in the 60, and Johnny's reaction was, oh, there you are. A little bit too late, it seems. They're both on tops. They're both on 2 legs. Who takes the set?
Mansell looking at tops. 3 out of 3 for Mickey Mansell on double top. Jonny Clayton trudges off. Did have a dart for the set. They win it by 3 legs to 1. Slow and steady Mickey Mansell, averaging 90, but perfect on that little red segment at the top end of the board. He's pretty pleased with himself as he walks off the stage at the end of set 1. Race to 3. Jonny Clayton with a bit of work to do. Mickey Mansell leads him by 1 set to 0.
talkSPORT
Alexandra Palace before the 3-day Christmas break, and what a day it promises to be. Already we've seen wins for Krzysztof Ratajski, who was very impressive with his 3-1 win over Alexis Toilo. He wraps up a place in round 3 against Kevin Dutz, who knocked out Michael Smith in the match of the tournament so far. Also through Goldfinger, Andrew Gilding. He beat Martin Lutman also by 3-1. He'll take on Nathan Aspinall in the 3rd round. Josh Rock made light work of Rhys Griffin, who had a couple of chances at doubles that he didn't take. Rock made him pay, and Josh Rock safely through to take on Chris Dobie in the 3rd round. Final game of the afternoon session. Jonny Clayton has fallen behind to Mickey Mansell, who took out the opening set courtesy of 3 out of 3 on the double top finishing. Jan van Veen against Ricardo Pietrangelo kicks off tonight. Daryl Gurney, Florian Hempel, Dave Chisnell, Ricky Evans and Rob Cross against Scott Williams in action tonight. Thanks for joining us, Mark Wilson and Paul Nicholson, live on talkSPORT 2 and on the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel. Like and subscribe over there. We appreciate you joining us. Get involved in the comments if you like. Jonny Clayton didn't do an awful lot wrong, missed one double, cost him the set.
Indeed. Should have hit that 1-4-6 in his own mind, but you don't hit every 1-4-6 you go for. He did have the darts in the last leg of that first set of the contest and didn't score particularly well. So now he's got to break Mickey Mansell to get on level terms. If he doesn't in this set, he's going to have to win 3 straight sets. Jonny never panics. He knows this format well. And over the last 3 editions of this tournament, Jonny has made the last 16 minimum, after a period of not really enjoying Alexandra Palace at all. So the statement of he's getting used to playing here at the start of the match, that is true. But 1 quarter final out of 8 previous championships, that still doesn't sit right with him.
No, but he can't change the past, he can only change the future. Can he turn this one around? I'm with you, Clayton. Calm under pressure, but Mansell will keep asking the questions.
161 for Clayton. 60 yes, treble 17 no, and I refer to my previous statement, 60 yes, but again this time leaves 24. Mansell back on 196. If Clayton misses again, this time with 3 darts at a visit, Mansell will be there, but he'll be there on 113.
Yeah, be disappointed with that Mansell after opening dart. Double 12 for Clayton to break at the start of set number 2. On a break he does deliver, 14 dart break of throw.
Second leg, Jonny to throw first.
I think Jonny is the only player in the draw that has a lounge named after him in his beloved hometown of Pontyberem. You go there, the sign that says welcome to Pontyberem, it might as well say underneath home of the ferret, because that town is all about him and he's never going to live anywhere else. I was talking to him about it recently. I've never been to Pontyberem, I don't know about you, Mark, but he said, why would I live anywhere else? I love my life.
Fair play.
96.
Good stuff. Jonny Clayton, big family man, really is.
They're fabulous people. His wife, his kids, they're all brilliant. And they all love their lives.
60.
And Jonny here is trying to not just look after his and his wife's lives, but maybe secure his children's futures.
Yep.
105.
105, Clayton down to 160. Only a max really will get Mansell down to a finish. Not going to happen this time. So early signs at the start of set 2 is that Mansell's just dropped off a level here.
Mansell's dropped off and Clayton is starting to hit things. 160 left. Just short of the 60 on dart 1. Slightly overpitched on dart 2 and 3. But he's got a 200-point lead here. He will think that this leg is in the bag, but he's still got a job to do.
Certainly has. Mansell in the red bit. Would like to fill it, just in case. Just over the top, but should be a guide, and he does get a 140, so he's on a finish, so Clayton has to try and take care of this here and now.
First start. centimetre and a half above the 60. He's got for 2 double tops. He's got 1 and 2. And we get an extended ferret finger pointing right at us in the commentary box. I think he enjoyed that one. And that makes up for the missed 1-4-6 on double 16 just a little bit. And now he's 2-0 up in the second set.
Oh, that was an extended stare down the camera. I think he was looking at you.
He was looking at you, Jonny.
Yeah, why not? Some Welsh fans in, plenty of them as well. Gerwen Price through. He'll take on Joe Cullen in the third round. That'll be some tie.
Oh, yeah. Looking forward to that one. A lot of people saying that game could be a bit spicy. I don't think it will be. I think it'll be a gentlemanly dust-up.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I think they get on perfectly well, though. They're good mates, aren't they? As far as I understand it, I think they'll get on really well.
They really do.
But styles make fights, and whenever those two are involved, they generally get going and get scoring big.
Yeah, forget about friendship for about half a day. They're okay with that. And Jonny's okay with the 1-2-1 there. 2 treble 20s and a single 1. It was a good recovery there because the 1 was in the middle. He leaves 300. Mansell is better here in leg number 3 of set 2. 2-6-1 after 6. 60. Only 60 though, so Clayton can get back in this leg from 300.
Yeah, he'd like to get it done here now. Double quick time. He's in the red bit. And again, looking for a second max. Not quite, but he's on a finish.
Averaging 106 in this set, Mark. This is really good from Jonny, lifting the overall average to 95. Mansell stagnating around 89. This is better from him in the third leg of the set. Is it the last leg of this set, I wonder? 105 for Mickey, leaves 96. Clayton on 160 to win set 2.
Yeah. Can he take out the 3-dart combo? No, he can't, and now he needs a treble. Oh, now a bounce out leaves him only on 120. So Mansell all of a sudden on 96, his favourite for the leg.
Yeah, Jonny collided with his own flight and stem ring there, leaving a dart on the floor. Mansell on 96. Just short of the 60. He's going to look at treble 12 here, is he? He does, he gets it. Great use of the board, double top. And he misses tops on the underside by a centimetre. So Clayton's got 120 here to win the set.
Yeah, that's the first dart he's missed at a double, and Clayton's in the treble, he's in the single, needs a double. He too falls short of top, so Mansell breathes again.
Crowd are shouting England. I don't think the players care, they're not from England. Double 10 for Mansell. He's missed it to the right by a good centimetre and a half. Then he's missed it left and high. So double 5 with dart 3 is missed low. That should be the end of the set in 3 legs. Clayton will be thinking, get this hit and be 1-1.
Mansell was perfect coming into the leg. He's missed 4 darts. Jonny Clayton is now missing darts but gets double 5. And another Jonny Clayton stare down the camera. He's levelled it up, winning the second set in double quick time. Mickey Mansell, I think, is going to stay on the hockey and throw some darts. We'll be back with set 3. Live from the Alexandra Palace, the number 7 seed, Jonny Clayton, levels up his game with Mickey Mansell. Race to 3. It's 1 set apiece here at the Palace. boogie along to a bit of Robbie Williams here. Jonny Clayton was boogieing along to a win in set 2. It's 1-1, race to 3. Clayton against Mansell. Winner will play Dower Gurney or Florian Hempel. One of 4 cracking ties we've got for you tonight here as we close off the pre-Christmas section of this competition with a final second round game. So you are listening to coverage of the PDC World Darts Championship on talkSPORT 2 with Village Hotels. Hit the bullseye this Boxing Day at the best place to watch live sport. And the best place to listen to it is right here on the talkSPORT network. 10 live commentaries for you to get involved with on Boxing Day alone. It's all part of our festive 50. You'll need the talkSPORT app to hear them all. And it's probably right that you do download it now for free in all the usual places. You can swipe between talkSPORT, talkSPORT 2 and our sister stations. Catch up on any shows you might have missed. Download the latest podcast. It's all there. And you can, of course, follow us on the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel, which is rolling along nicely. All the info and videos here from the PDC World Darts Championship. You can watch along with us each and every live game as well. Thanks for your company this afternoon. Mark Wilson and Paul Nicholson guiding you through the final stages of what's been a busy old day, Nico, but just signs in set 2. Jonny Clayton starting to find his stride.
Yes, absolutely, lifting the standard. And it's something that Mansell couldn't live with. Hence, that second set was won by Jonny to 0. Now it's up to Mickey to re-break Jonny and his throw. If he's unable to do that, he loses this match. It's that simple. But it is a second round game. So if we go all the way to set 5 and it's 2-all in that set, we will have a tie-break situation. Something that Jonny has been through before. Mansell, not so much.
Yeah, I get the feeling Mickey Mansell would take that situation right now and make this, in effect, the best of 3 legs, if you like.
Absolutely. Absolutely. 406 for Clayton after a 95 start. 45. Much better in the scoring. Averaging 98 in that second set. Just upping the standard by nearly 10. And he's someone who can maintain that a little bit better than Mickey. Over the course of his season, he's averaging 92.5. Clayton 94 and a quarter. So he's just a little bit better in that statistic. But the thing that got my attention is that all season long, Jonny Clayton's doubles on stage are only 36%. That's way down on previous seasons. 58. So it's really encouraging that he's 56% after 2 sets here, Mark.
Yeah, it is. He's going well on the old doubles. Mansell, who was perfect in the opening set. Well, he was the polar opposite, didn't he? At 1 of 4 in set 2. Mansell against the throws down to 2.96. Playing on 2.51. Jonny looking to go back in front in this match.
When you play Jonny, you stand behind him for a very short amount of time. You've got to be ready to go in about 6 or 7 seconds. If you're playing Mickey, you've got more time to think, more time to reset after every visit. You're probably going to have closer to 12 seconds with him. And Clayton's got no problem with the pace of this game. He can handle it. 2 small 20s on a 151 effort. Last start gets him down to 51 with a very tidy ton. It's a guaranteed look.
It certainly is. 196 for Mansell, shrinks by 60. And then a single 20. Well, it's a ton, but he'll be thinking, Mickey Mansell, that Clayton's going to take this out. 19 for double 16, 19 hit. Double 6, oh, is it double 7? So that changes the plan a little bit. Now he's looking up at double 9. Can't go double-double this time.
That doesn't make a dart player happy when you do that. You're thinking you want your favourite double, then you go way too low and you end up on double 9, which you miss. Well, that's not going to make Mickey happy. On 96, he's hit treble 1. And he's not able to recover. Big 19, who was very close to getting the treble 19 there to leave himself on double 18. He's just checking with referee George Noble now what he's got left. So 3 leaves 93 and 19 leaves 74. He'll go for treble 18. He's missed it by 1.5 inches high.
Yeah, he's nearer the double. 18 then for Clayton. He's coming down to split this. Ooh, wow, he nearly bust it. 2 for double 8. Just hit the 2, misses double 8, misses double 4. Jonny has made a right old mess of this.
Yeah, if this leg was a breakfast dish, it would be hash. Mansell 56. He's hit double 16. And now he's got double 12. How many times have we seen this in this tournament?
Yeah, it's happened a lot. He's missed double 12. Now he's across for double 6. Big moment in the game, and he too has missed. Well, they're hitting doubles they don't want to hit, and they can't hit the ones they do want to hit.
Believe it or not, Jonny Clayton's least favourite double is double 2, and that's what he's got. His favourite double is double 1, which he's got now, and he's missed it by a mile with the first shot, and then he finds it with the last one. That's actually his biggest celebration of the match so far, and it's just because he's won the first leg of the third set. That was a great dart at double 1, but the previous 2 weren't very good at all. He won't care. He's 1-0 up.
No, Mickey had a bit of a grimace about that. Look, for a lot of time, we've been quite critical of players and maybe going for trebles instead of playing the easy single, and now they're going for that easy singles, they're hitting the doubles.
140.
Simplify the game if you can. That's what I believe you should do. If you make a mistake, put it right. And on this occasion, Clayton had multiple opportunities to do that. Mansell didn't take his chance, and you just get the feeling that everything is
100.
going towards the Clayton camp at the minute. If this was a tide, it'd be going to Jonny, not to Mickey.
85 scored for Clayton, so he's in front here on the Mansell throw.
Now, these guys have played each other 10 times previously. It's actually quite tight. 6-4 to Jonny Clayton. They've only met on stage once at the Players' Championship Finals at Minehead, and Jonny won that one. So when you look at all of the numbers, the head-to-head record, a few other intricacies as well, you've got to fancy Clayton in this one, but this championship has served up so many upsets. Mansell's only losing this match by 1 leg at the minute.
Yeah. The problem is he was 3-1 up, so he's lost the last few in a row.
Yeah, that's the thing about set play, isn't it? You can be 1 leg in front, but in legs he's 6-3 up.
Yeah. It was 3-2 up, my bad, so the last 4 Jonny Clayton has won. And the last signs are he's going to win this one as well, because he's on top, so Mansell's on 177.
137 is the magic number. After his first 2 darts, he comes downstairs.
59.
Trebleless to leave 118. Clayton on tops. Is he more efficient this time? You bet he is. You don't get a ferret finger down the lens, but you do get a stare, and it's 2-0 in the third set. Clayton's not really on a charge at the minute, but he is starting to speed up gear by gear.
Yeah, it's more a steady trundle at the moment, isn't it, than a charge. He's keeping the charge back for later should he need it.
Yeah, he's not a supercar at the minute. He's more like that famous winter reindeer that you see on social media, just trotting through the snow with a Jonny Clayton shirt on. There's an image I'm not going to get out of my head for the rest of the day. That's a good thing.
85.
There are worse things you could have said, to be fair. 2-0, Clayton leads, 1 set apiece. Clayton with a throw at the start of the third leg. Wins this leg, he wins the third set, and he'll be 1 away from a place in round 3 and some post-Christmas darts.
Take the family home for Christmas, bring them back after Boxing Day, where the big money games come in. If you make post-Christmas darts, you're guaranteed £25,000. If you're out in this round, you get 15,000. But then you're trying to get 35, then 50, then 100, then 200,000 for making the final. And you want to be in that match on January the 3rd that is worth an additional £300,000. The biggest money game in darts anywhere in the universe.
How long do you think before we have the first £1 million prize at the World Darts Championship.
For first place?
Yes.
5 years.
I'm gonna say it'll be before that.
I can understand why you would say that, because the commercial revenue that's coming into darts now is bigger than ever, and I think the appeal of this tournament has been proven with the audiences, people who listen, people who watch, some of the sponsors that are coming in, especially for Littler. That's having an effect on the revenue, and the PDC are going to have to step it up, I think.
60.
I think they will.
Jonny requires 66.
Not far away. Jonny Clayton wouldn't mind the 500. He'd take that quite happily. And he's going to get a shot here at double 16 to put him 2-1 in front, but he's missed it. He'll be back.
He will, because Mansell in this set is non-existent. From set 1, which he won, to set 2 that he lost, to set 3 that he's in right now, the standard, if you were looking at him as a stock, you would have sold it in the previous set, because he's constantly losing value.
Double 16 inside, double 8 outside. And again, I thought that one had gone in. 1-4-3 for Mansell then. This would be somewhat of a steal.
Yeah, this would be naughty from Mickey. It's not very likely considering how he's been playing, but it's on. Treble 20's found. Has to go to the 17s now. And yet again, going for the treble 17, he's hit a small 2. That's the 3rd time in this match. So I would have to say at this point, the treble 17 is not a strength of his.
Double 8 for Clayton for the 3rd set. Again, he's outside it. This time he adjusts nicely. Well, he's been a little bit wasteful in that 3rd set. He was 1 from 7 in the opening leg, 1 from 1 in the 2nd leg, and then finally 1 of 6 in the 3rd leg. But he wins it, and he leads by 2-1.
Always nice to see the darts of the players floating through the air in slow motion. We've just seen Jonny's last dart flying into that double 8. If you're trying to envisage how his darts leave his right hand and how they land in the board, there's a lot of integrity in the way the darts are thrown. Not a great deal of the flight spinning in the air, which means that the dart itself is not spinning too. It goes up, it climbs like an aeroplane, and it lands like an aeroplane. Really nice shallow arc and a very neutral angle when it hits the board. Something that hasn't really changed his whole career.
Nope. It's pretty straightforward, isn't it? Jonny Clayton's game.
60.
Only 60 to start with his opening 2 visits of the full set. Mickey Mansell is 40 points in front. He's at the hockey now, and this is a set he has to win if he's going to stay in the title hunt.
That's right. I'm sure his ambition of going deep in this tournament was somewhat inflated by that Grand Slam semi-run. Clayton at the hockey now on 3-8-1, 100 behind in the treble 5, but the recovery's good. It's impeccable. 2 treble 20s to get himself marginally in front here by half a dart. Using that technique of a forward press first, then drawing the dart back to his jawline and giving it a nice push through. But every time he throws it, I don't know if you've ever noticed this about Clayton, but his head climbs by about an inch. His neck goes backwards. It's a natural thing for him.
Just watching now from our side on vantage point. 96 takes him down to 150. 1-4-1 for Mansell to get his first leg since he took out leg 5 in the opening set to win the opening set.
2 treble 20s for Mansell. That's really well done. 1-2-5 leaves double 8. Clayton on 150. He's not going to take it. He's in the small 20 on this occasion.
60.
And then he gets another one to leave 90. Is Mansell about to stop the rot?
Yeah, double 8 he needs. Just on the outside wire. He was 3 from 3. He's missed his last 7, but gets the 8th one in. So it's double 8 and a leg on the board for Mansell.
Mickey's never going to give in. I mean, dart players don't, unless you're about 8 sets to 0 down in a race to 7. But this is going to have to be something else to get back from this deficit, because Clayton is way more likely to win legs at the minute because he's just playing more efficiently.
100.
You're listening on talkSPORT 2. Matt Wilson, Paul Nicholson, Dance and Mason will be back with us tonight. Producer Matt is here. He'll be happy that, well, he might not be happy, I don't know. Kevin Nolan is the new Northampton Town manager. That's the big news in his world at the moment. Big Northampton Town fan.
I think that's a really good appointment for Northampton Town. Used to play at Newcastle, Kevin Nolan. We liked him there. Good striker.
Oh, Mickey Mansell. That was like watching me. Even I'd have been embarrassed for those last two. That 22 scored.
Well, this is how you punish it.
140.
That's only the 7th 140 of Clayton's match, and we're in set 4. That is not like him, and that's what's been missing. If we look at his ton count now, it's 24. That's a lot. His 140 count is 7, and his 180 count is 1. That's the only one in the match. So the power scoring hasn't been there.
It hasn't needed to be there, though, has it?
No, that's the point. It hasn't needed to be. Sometimes you've got to play the player and just do a little bit better than they are. And that's pretty much what Clayton needed to do there from 161. 137 to leave double 12. Mansell back on 279.
Yep. Well, it's 2 12s for Clayton. He finished off 24 at the start of the second set. Can he do it again here? 2 12s. Is that marker a good one? No, it's not. Double 6. Gets it this time, and Clayton levels up. The fourth set leads 2-1 in a race to 4.
Well, at this point in time, we're looking at the stage, seeing 1-1 in the fourth set, and it feels as if it's just a matter of time before Clayton wins this game. If Mickey sees what we're seeing and feels what we're feeling, he's got to change something. Maybe his 8th 140 will change how he feels about the situation, but very similar to some of the sets we've seen over the last few days. Mansell is thinking, right, win a best-of-3 leg battle now, and then start another battle after that. It's not about winning consecutive sets, it's about winning the now.
Yeah, it is one leg at a time. You've got to play it one leg at a time. What we know about this set format is, and it showed it in the first set when Clayton missed the dart to win it, Mansell went on and won it with that tops finish.
I think there are too many young dart players at the minute who focus too much on stats. And we speak to them, we coach them, we give them advice. At the end of the day, every dart player tries to win every leg they play. So why would you think about winning the next one before you've won the first one? That is exactly what Mansell's trying to do here from 261. He gets only 80 for his efforts. Treble 5, a single, and a treble 20 as he drops a dart on the floor. And he doesn't hold his hand up and apologise to Clayton there, which is the usual etiquette when that happens.
Well, he's 1-2-4 behind here, Jonny Clayton. He's all over the treble, but 60. Can't get in it. Santa's come for the darts busy time ahead. You can see him having a bit of downtime today.
Must be on his lunch break.
Maybe.
81.
Maybe all the festivities are planned. Everything's done.
Well, if he's like you, they will be.
It's a work Christmas party, isn't it? Coming to the darts. I wonder how much a flight is from Lapland. Well, he's got his own transport, hasn't he?
But he didn't get a car parking pass so like we did.
Absolutely not. They're quite rare.
Yeah. Well, 100 minus treble 1. Treble 19 was the target. He's going to come back.
40.
But only 40 eroded off the ton he needed. 184, Jonny Clayton can't go out on that, but he can leave it pretty handy, and he intends to leave it pretty handy. Well, you told me he doesn't like double 2. He tried to leave it there.
Yeah, I don't really get that. But he hasn't left double 2. He's left 44. We call that shot Moortown because you can hit 4 tops. But Mansell's got 60 for 20 tops. And that's exactly what he gets for a 2-1 lead in the fourth set. This game could still have quite a few legs in it.
Well, if Mickey Mansell holds his throw in the next leg, we're going to a deciding set. Clayton will be hoping to take it to a deciding leg because he's 2-1 down. He's 2-1 up in sets, but needs to win the next 2 legs to win the match. Mickey Mansell is in the red bit. No max for Mickey today thus far.
140.
Well, that 140 count's gone up there to number 9. He's winning that particular battle. 3-6-6 for Clayton. He would like to get this done in 4 sets.
99.
But if he has to go to a last set decider, he can go to the well. Mickey has only ever at Ali Pali been to a last set decider once, and that was against Brendan Dolan in last year's championship. It's the best game he's ever been involved in at this championship. They both averaged 95. It was a great game.
100.
And if we may be respectful to both Brendan and Mickey, who have played World Cup together in Germany many times, nobody expected that game to be as good, but it was brilliant. But he did lose to Brendan by 3-2, and that was at this stage
60.
last year. 167 Clayton. Mansell has left himself on 161 with a 2-1 lead in the 4th.
Yes, just looking on the old YouTube comments, we've got listeners from Barbados,
97.
Connecticut.
161.
Sorry to be in Barbados this time of year.
Won't mind being in Barbados any time of the year. Mansell needed 161 for a break of throw. He's not going to get it. He's got 80, leaves 81. Treble 19. Yes, leaves double 12. Now Clayton is not guaranteed to get this 70.
He isn't. He's got to be accurate here. Dart 1, single 18 just above the treble. Dart 2, centre of the 20 somewhat, but it's good enough. 1 dart, a double 16. And the ferret, who dropped the dart, retrieved it, then threw it and proceeded to miss it. So Mansell can win set 4 to take us all the way.
Mickey Mansell lost 6 legs on the spin in losing sets 2 and 3. He's about to level up the match. 2 12s he needs. Ooh, he's way inside. Double 6 across the board. Tense moments here. You can feel it. Oh, that is awful. He's hit big 10. He needs double 1. What a way to go this would be. And what a way to go it is. Single 12, single 10, double 1. Doesn't matter how you get there. 2-2. We're going all the way.
Call me old school, but I've seen a couple of things over the last couple of legs that I wouldn't appreciate as a dart player if I was playing Mickey Mansell. Now, I get on great with Mickey, so I'm going to be honest here. He dropped a dart when he was on the hockey, when Jonny was about to throw. He retrieved the dart, turned around, and the etiquette states, it's an unwritten rule, you're supposed to hold your hand up and say, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your rhythm, let's proceed. Do you do that? Okay, let's move on. He didn't do that. At the end of that set, Mickey walked across Jonny's line. That's like cutting someone off on the road. He walked straight across Clayton, and a lot of us frown upon that kind of thing. So Mansell's in his own bubble up there, and he's 2 sets all with Clayton. There may be an upset on the cards here, because all of a sudden Mansell's the better player.
He is. 2-2. Jonny 9 of 27 in the match on the double. 6 of 15 for Mansell. Just the 1-180 that went to Jonny Clayton. Mansell yet to hit a perfect visit. And here's Jonny looking for number 2. Just drifted the wrong side of the 1 wire.
I'm seeing some similar facial expressions from Clayton that we saw from Gary Anderson last night. One of, this wasn't the plan. Could be an all Northern Irish last 32 match. If Daryl Gurney beats Florian Hempel tonight, 100. And Mickey Mansell beats Jonny Clayton.
Well, there's a couple of big ifs in there, but we'll know by tonight our final 32. We'll have a rundown. There's some mouth-watering fixtures in there.
At the start of set number 3, these fans were singing Angels by Robbie Williams. Whose name are they going to be singing after this set? It could be
40.
as long as 11 legs long.
Could be. 135. He's missed the ball, or the outer ball, for Jonny, who shakes his head in disappointment. It's the treble 20 though, so this is going to be handy, very handy indeed.
99.
It's the outer ball to leave 36.
Big shot this. It's Clayton's throw in the first leg of the final set, and Mickey Mansell's got a central treble 20. Second dart is also in the treble 20. Crowd expectant on a 136 on double 8, and he's got it. That's the biggest finish of the match numerically, and it might prove to be the biggest one of all. It's 1-0 Mansell in set 5.
Match play at its best. Jonny Clayton just shakes his head, acknowledges the brilliance of the shot. Well, it was Clayton who missed 136 in the opening set to win the opening set. And now Mickey Mansell has just hit him flush on the end of his chin with a 136 out. And now he's got the throw here to move within one leg of the last 32. You say what you want about Mickey Mansell. He plays his own game. He plays his own way. He'll play his own match. And he is a typical hard-working, hard-fighting match play darts player.
I've got this saying that I am very noted for using. Some dart players are attributed to this saying. Getting rid of Mickey Mansell is like trying to get rid of a bowling ball with a feather. It's a very hard thing to do, because he takes your speedy pace away from you, and he gives you sometimes too much time to think. If he holds from this position, he will be in new territory. And like we always say in sport, if you want life-changing money, you've got to be able to change your life. But that finger point from Clayton may be the fiercest one we've ever seen. The 425th maximum of the tournament. And Clayton is ready to go to the well. And he needs to.
Yeah, the gloves are off now.
60.
They're getting down and dusting up here at the Palace, and Clayton is starting to throw with a little bit more vigour, a little bit more pace, a nice deflection, a snarl, a snatch of the darts. Clayton's fired up here.
Oh, I'm liking what I'm seeing. If you're a Jonny Clayton fan, this is very, very, very good to see. It's motivated, it's fierce, it's 86 after 9. Just what he needed when Mansell took the lead with that 136. Clayton at the hockey now, small 18. He's got time to work with. Mansell back on 2-1-3. Single 20, so down for the 16s, and the double 16 is left. Even though Mansell can do what he wants from 2-1-3 here, what Jonny wants is a clean take. Get rid of it in one dart, move on.
Single 20 for Mansell. Is he coming downstairs? No, he's going to stay where he is now. Now he'll switch, only 59. So Clayton to level up the match again. Having been broken, he's looking for the instant break back. Inside double 16, outside double 8. And inside by quite a distance. So Mansell will be ruined the fact he's only left 154 and not something significantly smaller.
Well, if he gets the first treble 20 here, he might stay there for double 17. What does he do? He gets the first 60. What does he do? Mickey, tell us what you want. Second dart. It's treble 18 for double top and a 2-0 lead. Oh my word, what has he just done? What has Mickey just done? That might be the crushing blow to Jonny Clayton's challenge in his first game at Ali Pali this year. The finishing in this set from Mansell is out of this world.
Clayton 2 trebles, dropped his darts, gets in a 180. He missed 3 darts to level up the match. And Mickey Mansell took out 136 at the start of the 5th set, took out 154 in the second leg. What did we say right at the start? If you'd have given him a last leg shootout, he would have chopped your arm off for it. Well, here he is. And now he needs another treble to get within 40 of Clayton. Clayton 3-2-1, Mansell 4-0-1, but Clayton has to win the next 2 legs to stay in the tournament.
Yeah, offer Mickey Mansell a last leg shootout now. He'd say, nah, I'm not having that. I'm going to win this set 3-0. Clayton is definitely ruining those 3 darts at 32 in the previous leg, because if he hits that, Mansell doesn't even get a look at 154. 2-6-2 Clayton here in leg 3 of the final set. Mickey back on 4-0-1 and not scoring as well as he has in the previous 2 legs. 25 with the first 2.
This is on Clayton's throw. Mansell knows whatever happens here, he's going to get the chance to throw for the match. I think this will be a really slow, deliberate Mansell leg here. He's not going to rush doing anything in this leg.
Not at all. If he was a kitchen implement, he'd be a slow cooker.
Yeah, but he's cooking all right.
Isn't he just? It's getting to boiling point. Bottom right of the treble 20 for Mansell at the start of this visit. 357 is starting number, and only 83 after a perfect first start means that 165 for Clayton can be taken in multiple visits. He's got 80 with the first 2.
95.
Single 15 is okay. At least that way it gives him the option of leaving double 16 again if he needs it. But that corner hasn't really been cooperating in the last couple of sets.
Would you not have gone out a ball there?
No.
For reasons.
He
I
wants
just think he might only get 1 dart out of double, is my thinking.
He likes to leave the bottom left corner, and that's what he'll do right here. Double 16. This time it works, and he's wondering why it didn't work in the previous leg. It's 2-1 in the final set to Mansell, who will now throw for the match and for new territory in his career, because he's never been to post-Christmas, he's never been to the last 32, and he's never made £25,000 guaranteed at the Worlds either.
What can he do here? 1 leg away. 2 single 20s, almost on his tiptoes, trying to lob it over 60. The first 2, and he can't find the target. So only 60. What can the ferret do here? He'll power it into the red bit. Then a big 5, a gasp. But that was a nice deflection. 1-2-5.
If you're going to put a team together for a dart team, you've got 2 different types of players. People you want to go out first, people you want to finish. Mansell is the kind of person you'd put out first. Clayton is the person you put out last. He can finish the job. What's about to happen? Clayton is getting the better of the early exchanges in this leg. Starts with a 1-2-5, backs it up with a 140. He believes we're going to a tie break.
Well, we will be if he wins this leg. Going to have to win by 2 clear legs, which in effect we're in now, because if Mansell wins this leg, that would be it. He would win the match. 1-3-5 from Mansell, not giving up the job just yet. And if we've learnt anything in this set, is if he's got a 3-figure out, he might take it. Again, Clayton, treble 20, single 5, and a big treble to end the visit, down to 1-1-4.
The pace of these players, when throwing and when not throwing, so evident. Mansell somewhat lazy in delivering that treble 20, taking his time over dart 2, and he's taking his time over everything here, including the retrieval of the darts, which will be after a ton there that leaves 1-4-6. Clayton on 1-1-4. Get it hit, Jonny, otherwise you might lose.
Well, Mansell is waiting. He's hit the treble. 18 for tops. Back-to-back Clayton legs. The game on the line. Future at the Palace on the line. And Clayton whacks in his own 3-figure out. And we are all level. 2-2 and 2-2. You've got to win by 2 clear legs.
Should the leg score reach 5 legs or the 11th leg, will be sudden death. 5th leg, Jonny to throw first.
Guts, courage, character, skill, you name it. The ferret's got it all. And again, the point down the finger is a menacing one.
Take note, everybody who's already in the next round. If Clayton gets through this, he will be battle-hardened. And that is not a good thing for everybody else. Can Mansell do what he couldn't do against Brendan Dolan last year? Only 5 perfect darts from Clayton to start the tiebreaker. Have a word with yourself, Jonny.
Big deflection, but a big advantage. 260 points in front. Mickey Mansell thought when he hit the 1-3-6 to break and the 1-5-4 to hold that he was going into round 3. He might still be going into round 3, but he's going to have to do it the hard way. as Clayton here is pulverising the treble 20. Well, that's 8 out of 9 perfect darts.
Poor Mrs. Clayton in the VIP area. She's aging at a very fast rate thanks to her husband, who was currently bossing it. 9 darts thrown, he's on double 10.
55.
This is just to hold at the start of the tiebreaker on talkSPORT 2. Clayton with a 10 on double 10. This is a real push. Is this where the tiebreaker starts, or does it end in the next 501 points?
Sensational leg of darts, averaging 110.19. Mickey Mansell's got a smile on his face. I think he acknowledges game. He's at game meets game here, and he's acknowledging it.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think he acknowledges the fact that he's in this mess again, like he was 12 months ago. It's amazing in a darts career, if you've got previous experience of something, how everything comes flooding back. I remember at the 2010 World Cup semi-final against Wales, I had 56 to go to the World Cup final. I missed it. We didn't make the final. A matter of 14 months later, to win the World Cup, it was 56 again. This, for Mansell, is deja vu. He's fighting a very hard opponent in Jonny Clayton, but he's also fighting his own memories.
Well, you are listening to coverage of the PDC World Darts Championship on talkSPORT 2 at Village Hotel. Hit the bullseye this Boxing Day at the best place to watch live sport. Oh, 60 bounce out for Clayton. Still gets 120 with 60 on the floor.
Well, that's what we call 120 floor. But he's down to 241 with a 65-point lead.
Was that the little bit of fortune Mickey Mansell needed? Well, if it was, he hasn't taken advantage of it yet. Oh dear,
54.
Only 54, and Clayton has got the darts, and he's at the board now. He's 241 points away from a place in round 3.
60.
Gurney against Hempel to come tonight. That will be the opponent of the victor of this one. Still not convinced who it will be yet.
This place sees everybody sitting down. This place has gone quiet. 35 with the first 2 for Mansell from 252. It's not enough.
95.
That last start helps the case. That gets him down to 157. Where have we seen a finish like that before? Yeah, the 154 earlier in the set. 80 for Clayton, though. He's downstairs and gets a 17.
97.
He will have 84 to win the match if Mansell does not find another heroic finish.
157. Treble 20 the target, and again silence ensues, but again Mansell errs and drifts into single 5, then he hits the treble. That just adds to his annoyance at that first dart. 85 scored, so Clayton with the first look for the match needs 84. Single 20, 14, bullseye for a brilliant win. Why is it? Mansell is still alive.
He's just dodged a bullet, and Clayton made the bull ring shake. Maybe that was from the crowd going, ooh. Mickey's got 56 left, and now he's got 40 with 1 dart at tops. It misses just low, and Clayton is renowned as being the best 25 converter in the world. Prove it.
9 hit, double 8 for the match, and a tie-break victory. 1 dart left, and that is a miss. Mickey Mansell can't believe it. The Clayton family can't believe it. The crowd can't believe it. We're on 10 to hooks here. Is Mansell going to take us yet further?
Double 10 found. It's 3-3. This might just be the halfway point of this last set. Incredible session, incredible drama. The second time we've gone this deep in this round. Kevin Dutz won the last set against Michael Smith by 6 legs to 4. That was the game of the tournament. And these fans don't want to go home. I don't blame them.
Nobody wants to move. Mansell, who for 95% of that last leg was out of it, had no chance, kept throwing his game, kept the belief, and kept his nerve at the end of it. Clayton opens up only with 58, then a ton, but Mansell had 140. A big visit here. Mansell goes favourite for the leg.
I think the person who is going through more mental torture at the minute is Clayton, because he's had those 3 match darts. 1 at the bull, 2 at double 8. The bullseye was closer than the double 8 shots. Mansell gets a 140. He's on 2-2-1 after 6 here. Clayton is under pressure on his own throw. He comes up with a 140. And he gave us a finger point for the 140. He's on 203. Only 18 ahead. And Mansell in this game averaging 85, but his doubles getting him out of jail again, just like the last round.
80 scored from 2-2-1. What a visit that is. I feel like I'm at the rugby union when everyone goes quiet for the kick. I feel like I shouldn't be speaking loud in case Mickey or Jonny can hear us, but they can't.
99,
Clayton leaves 104 after 12. Mansell has been the better scorer in this leg. 3 140 scores in a row to leave 81 for a break. Small 19, needs a 12, gets 3 of them. Double 13 for a break of throw in the tiebreaker. Misses it right by about a centimetre. Clayton for a 104, and you'll see the volume go up if he hits this.
Yeah, we've had 4-ton pluses already. Well, he's hit big 4, so it's treble 20 and he doesn't get it. Really disappointment. Hold that last start in anger, and Mickey Mansell now has got a gilt-edged opportunity. 3-3 in the 5th set in a tiebreaker. Double 13. No, he's gone 6 for 2 10s, has he? He has. It looked a nervy dart. I didn't know if he just missed. 2 10s. Mickey Mansell is showing levels of calmness here that not too many people in the Palace have got. He opted to split it. He just strolls back like he's just struck one through the covers for 4, and he's getting ready to face the next ball.
Well, I can understand why he's gone 6 for double 10 there, because the double 10 gave him the chance to play in this leg. So he's gone to familiar territory, and it's worked. He's 4-3 up in the final set. Clayton must win this leg or he's out.
Well, we've said that twice in this set already, and he's won both the other legs to keep us going. He won
60.
leg 3 and 4 after Mansell blasted him with a 1-3-6 and 1-5-4 out to lead 2-0. Then Clayton led 3-2 and missed 3 darts for the match.
99.
It's leg 23 of the game. We could still have a few more. Or is 23 going to be it? It's currently 12-10 to Clayton in legs. If he loses this, he will lose the match, having won more legs than Mickey.
60.
That's set play in a nutshell. 3-8-1 Mansell after 6. In the last leg after 6, he was on 2-2-1. 160 better off, but Clayton is not making him pay for it. He's on 3-4-5 after 6 himself, and he can't leave a finish from that number. This is Mansell's chance to get a lead. Small 20, and that looked a little bit jumpy. Listen to this place.
41.
Only 41. My word, the nerves. You can almost see them.
Clayton 5 behind, 2 single 20s. Nestles a treble 20 on top. 2-4-5. Mansell 3-40. Mansell leads 4-3 in a tiebreaker. Wins this leg, he wins the match.
I'll tell you something, Mark. You haven't lived until you've been to a last leg decider at the Worlds. They are something that live with you forever.
It's at this point, Paul, where I can only admire how you keep you calm. I'm getting nervous. I've got no dog. I've got no bet on it. I've got no interest who wins this game.
30.
Only 30 for Clayton. That is not good. 44 in front. Maybe the nerves there just got to the ferret.
He's human. These are human beings playing darts, not artificial intelligence. 2-5-9 Mansell. He gets a single 1 and a single 5. The nerves are shredded. Last dart, a 60. Huge from him. Just keeps him in the leg, but Clayton on 2-1-5. Half a dart behind. Can he leave a finish? 2 single 20s, has to switch. It's only 47.
He nearly falls to the floor. He needed a big number to leave him on a finish. He's left a bogey, so Mansell knows he's got 6 darts at 193 here. You can sense it, you can feel it, you can taste it here. This is a PDC World Darts Championship on talkSPORT 2. Every emotion possible here. As again the crowd falls in the stunned silence as the trebles seem to have disintegrated, but Mansell gets a vital one last dart. He's on a 2-dart out.
He is for the match, 96. Clayton greeted with yes from the crowd twice, because now he's got 48 with 1 dart. He leaves double 16, but the destiny of this game is not in his hands.
Mickey Mansell needs 96 points for a famous victory. Treble 20 he needs, the crowd getting involved. He doesn't get it. Is he going to stay there, or is he going? Oh, he's gone for treble 12, so he's got a chance. His beloved Tops for the victory, and he's missed. They've both had a match start. Clayton breathes a sigh of relief. Double 16.
He had a shot at his favourite double. Does Jonny hit double 8 with dart 2? He does! It's 4-4, and Clayton is still alive. We are guaranteed to go as far in this game as we did with Dutz and Smith. There's a nice exchange between the players right there. They know that this is now best of 3 legs. Come what may.
Clayton with a throw. There wasn't a nice exchange there between Clayton and Mansell. They know they're both feeling it. They're both on the edge here. On the edge of post-Christmas darts, on the edge of a miserable darting Christmas. Which will it be and who will it be for? It's 4-4 in a deciding tie-breaking leg. 2 sets apiece on talkSPORT 2.
I remember back at the 2009 championship, Matt Clark and Kevin Painter went to a last leg decider in a best of 5 game. It was epic. Many a player has been in that position. I've been to the last leg decider in a best of 7 set match with Robert Thornton. He took it out, and it was hard to take, but what an experience. 4-4. And this is not about quality now, it's about getting vital trebles when you need them, just like that for Mansell. 95 is a good score.
Yeah, 3-2 Mansell, 3-5-5 Clayton. Clayton at the hockey now. He's hit 80 with 2. Nice 140. He's down to 2-1-5. Every point crucial now.
The match can't be won in this leg, but you can put yourself in position to get it. Mansell on 3-2-1. He needs at least a ton, you feel. All of a sudden, small 5s are creeping into his game. 45. That's only 45 to leave 2-7-6. He is behind by a dart, and Clayton's in the small 5, and all of a sudden he gets a lovely last dart in the treble 20. 85 leaves 130.
2-7-6 Mickey Mansell. How's your nerve, Mickey? Come on, he says, as he plonks one in the red bit. Can't quite follow it, but another one. He's already had a 136 out. Oh, he can't get it. Only a ton after that opening treble.
Whatever you do, don't go for the bull if you get 420s. It's another small 5, so that is out of the window. But again, the last dart from Clayton, it's a treble 20. It's his 2nd consecutive 85 score. And the bonus of doing what he's just done is that he has the luxury of leaving double 16 or double 8 again, which is starting to cooperate. How small will Mansell's score be from 176? Good use of the treble 16. I think that was very wise. He's left 88.
Yeah, he's halved his score. 13-0 for double 16. Clayton a nudge back in front. And now Jonny Clayton puts all his chips into the middle of the table and says to Mickey Mansell, have you got the nerves to match me here? 5-4, Mansell throwing to stay in the World Championship.
This is going to feel so familiar to Mickey Mansell. A year ago, when he played Brendan Dolan, he lost the first set 3-2. He won the 2nd set 3-0. Brendan won 3-2 in set 3. Mansell won 3-1. And in the final set, Brendan Dolan won 6-5.
Well, this might not go all that way. Mansell only 26 to open up the 10th leg of the 5th set. Clayton opens up with a ton, and again Mansell is falling into the 5 section.
95.
Redeems it somewhat, but it is advantage Jonny Clayton now. 5-4 up, wins this leg, he wins the match. He missed 3 match darts in the 6th leg of this set.
60.
Think about that game that Humphries had with Cullen on December 30th at the end of 2023. What did that do for Humphries? It allowed him to be battle-hardened, to move forward to win the world title. Brilliant from Mansell. 380 is about to shrink by 140 points. He's on 240. Clayton on 341 against the darts here. 5-4 up in the last set.
He's in the red bit, and again he's going to come away. He doesn't want to knock that one out of the board. 139, he's down to 202. Mansell's got 6 darts from 240 to keep the match going and take it to a deciding leg, and he's in the red bit. Where is he finding the courage? But he's finding it. He's got bucketfuls of it here. Match will be perfect, and he hits a maximum.
Amazing. Maybe the best maximum that Mansell's ever hit. But Clayton comes back from 202 with a maximum himself. Leaves double 11 to win if Mansell can't convert. 60 points. He's already missed tops for the match. Will he hit tops this time to survive? He's hit a small 20. My word, he pulled it.
He nearly hit the treble, and now the tops goes over the top. This might be the last start to take us to a deciding leg. He does it. He very nearly bust his score with the first dart. He holds his nerve. He's got a huge smile on his face. A fist bump with Jonny Clayton and said, let's do it. 1 leg for a place in the last 32. Clayton with a throw, and he opens up with treble 5, single 20 and single 19.
I wouldn't blame Jonny for feeling heartbroken. He was watching that single 20 just graze the underside wire of the 60. How has he hit that small 20 and then hit the tops after it? Treble 20 start for Mansell in this final leg of the contest. He starts with a 125 compared to Clayton's 54. Bottom of the 60 for Clayton in his second visit. He needs something sizable. He's got it. 137, back on track. 3:10 left.
The next games don't start till 7:15 tonight. These two could, if there wasn't an end to the tie-break, it'd probably still be at it.
Bit like Nicola Mahut and John Isner.
What a sporting spectacle this has been. Thanks for joining us, talkSPORT 2, the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel. What a cracker to end the day. 2 sets apiece, 5 legs apiece. Clayton, if he can get a 140, would have left 170. He didn't quite manage it. He's on 210. Mansell on 316.
Yeah, just under-delivered that last dart. Was trying to skid it in, but it found the gap. So it's only a ton instead of a 140. Mansell, 106 behind. This place is hushed. I've heard more noise at the World Snooker Championship. 2 single 20s for the lefty. 60. It's only 60. He's 46 behind in the last leg, and Clayton still has the darts.
Love 2 trebles here. Oh, big 5.
82.
That is a very useful treble 19, down to 128. Double for Mansell. He's on 256.
Both players uncomfortable right now. They're showing physical manifestations of it. Mansell at the halfway point of the leg, and he still needs a treble in this visit. He's got 2 small 20s.
60.
Make that a third 20. 6 darts from 128 for Clayton to win the last leg shootout.
Might do it here. He's hit treble 18. He's hit another one. He's going to get another match dart. 2 10s just inside it. Just inside it. He thought he'd got it. That's 4 match darts he's had that have been and gone, but he will be back for 10.
He will be back, but double 5 is tricky for his angle of attack. I wonder if he should have gone for treble 14 on the 74 left instead of the 54. Let's find out if he can get rid of it to win this epic contest.
2 5s to Jonny Clayton to win an absolute thriller. On the wire, is that a mark, and he's in! A roar of relief! Pure emotion for Jonny Clayton. Mickey Mansell slams his darts down into the desk. He must be heartbroken. It was heroic to get it to a final set. He had a chance himself to win the match. 1 match dart at tops he couldn't take. It was a wonderful, wonderful game of darts. It might only be round 2, but Jonny Clayton tonight might feel he's just won the world title. What a game it was. He was 2 sets to 1 in front, got pegged back at 2-2. Mansell whacked him with a 1-3-6 and a 1-5-4 to move within 1 leg of the match. Then Clayton reeled off 3 legs, led 3-2 in a tiebreaker, missed 3 darts for the match. Back came Mansell to go 4-3 in front. He missed a match start at 4-3. Clayton then went back 5-4 in front. Mansell somehow took it all the way to a decider. And then Jonny Clayton finally got over the line. What a game of darts that was. What an end to a pulsating day. We get to do it all again tonight. The drama keeps on coming. What a sport this is. And we're bringing you all live right here on talkSPORT 2. Paul Nicholson, that was sport at its brilliant best.
That was amazing. Everything about it just screamed classic. It wasn't the biggest standard. I mean, in the last set, Jonny averaged 97.03. Mickey averaged 84.22. We didn't even look at the set averages that entire 11-leg set. I feel for Mickey Mansell, I really do, because for 2 straight years he's lost in a last leg shootout in a best-of-5 match. So he's been taken to the limit twice by 2 veterans in Brendan Dolan and Jonny Clayton. But how key was it about 2.5 hours ago when Jonny Clayton won the bullseye in the practice room? It gave him the darts in the last leg shootout and the first leg of the contest. Boy, did he need it.
He did indeed. Wins earlier on for Krzysztof Ratajski. He was winner 3 sets to 1 over Alexis Toiler. Andrew Gilding wraps up a spot against Nathan Aspinall, beat Martin Lukeman 3-1. Josh Rock 3-0 winner over Rhys Griffin. And we've just seen Jonny Clayton beat Mickey Mansell by 3 sets to 2, but that scoreline does not even go close to doing those players justice. Tonight, Jan van Veen takes on Ricardo Pietrezco. Gurney against Hempel, Chisnell against Evans, and Cross against Williams will round off round 2. Up next on talkSPORT 2, it's Usyk Fury, how the fight was won. We will be going down for a lie down in a darkened room, I think. We'll be back in just under 2 hours' time. Sport, it's brilliant when it's like this, and talkSPORT 2 is delighted to be bringing you all the action from the Alexandra Palace. Jonny Clayton, reaction to come on the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel. Keep checking that out. Commiserations to Mickey Mansell. Played his part in an absolute belter at the Palace, but it's Clayton who prevails in a last leg shootout. He's through to the last 32, beats Mickey Mansell by 3 sets to 2.